Then I can check if the chat box works this time. Hi, crafters. Oh, I'm frustrated. For days and days, I knew these dice were coming in. I bugged the seller, asking him if he could put the items in his store. But since he's busy with his wedding and wedding planning and I don't know what, he keeps on telling me, yeah, tomorrow I will put them in the store, and they still aren't in his store. So, hi, Miss Laura Jude. Hi. So, the problem is, I want to show you because I'm proud and I can't wait. I'm a little bit impatient. But for a week now, I'm asking the seller to put the stuff in his store, and it's still not in his store. So all the dice that I'm going to show you will be in Bakey Cat's store. But I just don't know why, when. For a week, I'm nagging him, and he's telling me, yeah, tomorrow I will do that. And he doesn't do it. So I think he's just too busy. But yeah, I can't help it. I can only show them. Hi, Laurie. Hi, Crafty Lady. Hi, Ingrid and Donna. Hi, sweeties. Yeah, he has other priorities. But the reason why I could not wait was, and I don't know, show us, we will know it's coming, lol. Okay. Remember, wait a minute, I have to take them out of my binder because else you will say, Nicole, what you're talking about? Remember these pockets that I told you, these seed pockets? I have put them in a binder, but drum roll, yeah. Hi, El Friday. Hi, Carmen. Hi, Connie. So remember the dice that I showed you, the small seed pockets. Let me show you. Hi, Leslie. Hi. I can't wait to show you what I have. Okay, I will not do any longer teasing. The first set I want to show you because these will fit perfectly on the striped, perfectly onto those seed packets. I made all kinds of vegetables, sweet potato, and okay, now my English vocabulary is important. How do you call this in English? I know the word, but my great brain doesn't want to focus on it. Well, an onion, a pepper, a radish, a small radish, a carrot, an eggplant. Thank you. See? Yeah. And I made them in bigger and smaller, but I made them so you could dress them up in different colors. And I thought these would fit perfectly on top of these seed bags. And that's why I made them. But I have another set that even makes me more exciting to show you because I did something that I never ever did before. And I think when you die cut them, drum roll, you will be amazed what I did. And don't look at the bottom dice yet. I made two borders that look like soil. What I did is I made funny shaped holes into the die that don't cut. So when you cut this out, these holes make sure that your paper will be pushed up, and then it makes it look like soil. So I made soil borders, and I made two different ones, so you could stack them or use a different one on a different. Yeah, Leslie, the problem is that I'm nagging the seller for a week now to put them in the store, but he still hasn't done it. So please bear with me. I will let you guys know when he puts it in his store, and then I will give you all the links. Trust me, I'm nagging him for more than a week to put them in his store. But, and I know this word, this one I know, I made some topiary trees. and I feel myself, I feel like a kid that knows a word. Teacher, I know it. So, yeah, I made 2 topiary trees. I made some small flowers that can fit on these trees. I made a bucket and I made a handle. Whoa, and that's this way around to go onto the bucket. And I made a garden fence. So these two together are perfectly for these seed pockets that I designed for the KLJUIP store. So I didn't know why she didn't want these, because I thought these go to so well together. I perfectly matched them, etc., etc. But yeah, maybe I'm crazy. That's a possibility. And what I also did, I made a teeny tiny garden set to go with it. So like small scoops, an axe, a fork, those are tiny. So these will fit on top of those seed pockets. So just so you know, so these 3 designs, together with the one from KLJUIP store, will be a perfect combination. Yeah, I only hoped I could give you guys the links. And it just frustrates me that I can't and that I had to. Yeah, I know, Steffi, I know. And I asked him, and he told me every single day, tomorrow they will be in, tomorrow they will be in. And then every day I woke up and looked at this website, but I still can't find them. So, yeah, those will be in Bakey Cat store. So if you have the link to his store, keep an eye on it. I will do the same. And as soon as he finally has them in his shop, I will let you guys know. I need to buy these sets. I may not use them for the seed pockets, but the rest of them will definitely be in my basket. That's great. Thank you, Ingrid. Thank you. So yeah, I couldn't wait to show you these because this was what I was so excited about. We have something to look forward to. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah, I fully agree. But I have more. I will put these aside and then try to control my frustration. A few months back, I made some window boxes and everybody was raving about them. And I made them portrait style and landscape style. And these are the boxes. This one I dressed up so you can see what you could do with them. And I made a portrait and a blank one so you can see what you get if you buy the die set. But this one can be used like this. But if you like the extra item, you can dress them up with a scalloped edge, something like this. There is more, yeah. They will go well with the fence you just made. Yeah, I think so too, May. I fully agree. So I made a die set for these boxes. These you can make in portrait and in landscape style. I always have to think about those 2 words. So yeah, it's a full set and it will make both boxes. And I don't know if I can show you that, but then I have to open it. And I'm sorry for the crinkling. But in the set will be all the fensters you need, the box in landscape style, the box in portrait style, so, and the add-on item that you could use if you want to make it hang. So the thing that you see on top of here, this one and the other one I created with my digital cutter, so I could make an example. But these boxes will also be in Bakey Cat store, and I think they are a lovely gift if you want to. Yeah, see, where are those boxes? The dice are. I think you tuned in later, but these will be sold by Bakey Cat store. But unfortunately, He keeps on postponing it to put it in his store. And I asked him over and over and over, but this week he is marrying his wife, and I think he is just too busy to put them in his store. So, and I couldn't control myself in showing you how lovely they look. I'm looking if I have one particular card, but I don't have the card here. I'm looking at the back where I put all my stuff that I made. So that's why I looked at the back. Do you guys remember the card that I put on my Instagram showing you the glasses shop? So yeah, it's a glasses shop where you can buy eyewear. When I posted that on my Instagram, everybody was asking me if I could make the card base in a die set. So that's what I did. And it doesn't look like much, but please visit my Instagram. My Instagram is Nicole's Paper Crafts, if you don't know. But this is the card base for the eyeglass shop. And since I used a border from a brand, I made my own borders that you can use inside the shop. So this is the card base, and these are the borders. When you will see the card, you will know where I used these two. So these two items can come out, and these are the items, the panels that go on top of your shop. So the only thing you have to cut yourself is one long strip of paper to attach at the front and make it look like a shop. But if you see the card, you will know what I mean. And yeah, I made the card that I made in with my digital cutter. I made it into a die set. And yeah, for the people who loved that card so much, it's finally ready and hopefully soon to buy in his store. Oh, I tried to do it back in the packaging, but it wasn't a success. And then we had to wait for it a long time. But it's finally ready. I have it here. This is how it looks when it's assembled. So it's the record die set with the drawer at the side where you can put the exclusive die set in. And to make this box, so excluding the record and the sleeve, because that was my exclusive die set, but this will make your box and will make it into a record player. So this whole die set will make this item. So yeah, it's finally ready. I just can't give you guys the link. And this is my face when I'm frustrated. And then the other box that Ben designs. And you were asking me if I could produce it into a die set. And it's now finally ready. And the box looks like this. I use it as a storage box. But of course, you can put gifts inside it, small stamp sets, because those small stamp sets always get lost. But you can also use it as a storage box for your memory decks creations. There fits a lot of items inside, and the die set to make the box is ready. So that will be in his store soon. So remember, that will be this box, including all the corners and that stuff. Patience, Nicole. Yeah, but I'm an impatient person. Especially when I'm excited and I want to show you guys things, and then I have to be a party pooper and say, well, I'm showing you things, but you can't buy them. And that's so against my being. Yeah, I know. All good things come to those who wait. I know. There goes my money. Oh, sorry, Steffi. Oh, sorry. I always feel a little bit guilty when people say that my designs cost so much money. I don't make up the prices. I just try to make up fun things. And Yeah, forgive me. You and Ben keep taking my money with all the phenomenal dice you create. Oh, thank you, Annalisa. See, you guys make me feel guilty. I can stop now, then I will not show you the other dice, and then I don't feel any guilt. so that so that is the record player I talked with you about yesterday. Yeah, that's correct, Crystal. That's the record play, but then in dice. The other one was a digital cut file, and this is the same file, but then in dice. So yeah, it will be there soon. No, it's not expensive, but they are also lovely. I want them all. Thank you. Quality has its price. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I can't agree more. And then I thought, I like nesting dice, and there aren't a lot of masculine nesting dice. And I thought to make one, but you can use it for a masculine card, but also for, I think, a pretty, how do you call that, mixed media card. These, I thought that these were so nice. The shape, the style, it's, I believe you call it sophisticated, but maybe I'm throwing in fancy words that are not covering what I tried to say. Thank you. They are classy. Okay, see? Thank you. Yeah. So, yeah, that's why I designed these. I like to make different kinds of nesting dice that aren't already out there but can be used for male and female cards. So it's always hard to come up with a new shape, but this one, I don't know what it was, but it struck me. It had my attention when I made it. I had something like, maybe there are more crazy people like me that would love this one. So yeah. See, sophisticated works. Thank you. I just ordered a ton of your dice on payday, so I'm okay. They are a little bit delayed. Thank you. I really, really value so much that you guys like my designs. I can't say that enough, because for me, it's something I would love and I would buy if I would, for instance, journaling dice. I don't make journaling pages, but when I'm designing stuff that I personally would buy. And then it's so, how do you say that? Such a relief to see that other people like the same style as you do. That's always, yeah, that's the biggest compliment I can get. Not only elegant, but also beautiful for pirate cards. Yeah, that can for sure be done. Yeah. Thank you, Beta. I'm happy you love it. Yeah. So I always try to think of new. That was the same one with this one that I designed. It wasn't already out there, and I had something like, I like it, but would more people like it? And that's always a little bit tricky when you design something and think about, would more people like what I designed? Laura, as someone that doesn't craft anymore, your dice still look amazing and would probably bought if I would craft still. Thank you. Thank you, Shelley. Thank you so much. You're right, Steffi. Thank you, Rhonda. What's why we love, oh, that's why we love them, because you make what makes you happy. Yeah, maybe you're totally right. Yeah. Okay. And I have one more. And this one I designed for slimline dice and the mini slimline dice, because I put in, how do I say that? Normally, when you have a normal nesting die set, you have those tiny steps they make and go gradually smaller. But with this one, I couldn't do that. So I had to divide them in two sets, but they will be sold in one. But if you look at this one, the biggest one, and then go over to this one, then the second one, and the second one to this. If you put those together, you have the perfect layers. And these will fit inside the normal slimline dies and the mini slimline dies. So it's one set, but that you can use for both sizes of slimline dies. And I thought it was so fun to do something that you could make a hole inside of the slimline dies, or something that you put on top of it. So that's why I made it, but I couldn't do this one inside of here because then it would be too close to the other one. So I had to divide them in two sets, but this way you have way more sizes and nice layers that goes on top of each other. And that's the benefit that I'm a crafter too, that I think of those things, because sometimes I buy nesting dies from another brand and then I think, oh, I wished I had it just a little bit smaller, a little bit wider, and then I'm frustrated that I don't have them. So that's why I try to do them this way. Thank you. The oval one just you pointed to is one of my favorite dies. I use it all the time. Yeah, mine too. Virginia, how and where can I get my hands on these dies? Virginia, at the moment, the seller didn't add them to his shop. These will be sold by Bakey Cat store, but I don't know when. At this moment, he is marrying his wife and he needs some time to put them in his store. I nagged him for almost a week, and every time he told me, yeah, tomorrow. And yeah, he keeps postponing it, and I don't know exactly why, because he isn't great at talking English. So it's a little bit of a language barrier. Ooh la la. Well, I wanted so many nesting layers. Yeah, I thought so too, Melissa. And I like to have the option that I can put one layer on top of the other and don't end up with a big gap in between the layers. That's something that's bugging me when I buy a nesting die set from somebody else, and I don't want to offend them, but yeah, it's bugging me. So that's why when I make a nesting die set, I always think, would I love to have a layer smaller or bigger than this one? Thank you, May. Love these layers. Shelly, is that a carousel die behind you? Do you have a carnival set? I don't know what you mean. Which one do you mean? Because some of these I didn't design. These are a few of mine, but also a few of other brands. So maybe you mean this one? I don't know. But the colored one are from Magnolia, but those were all from an exclusive die set. So those you can't buy anymore. And a few of them are from other brands, but I can't think of the brands right now. But for instance, this one is the one that I designed. This one is a set that I designed. This one is one of these two are from Magnolia. This is one that I designed about 3.5 years ago, and so on. So yeah, I have a lot of them. I can show you the whole wall, but most of them are my nesting dies because I use them the most. And yeah, the dies that I use the most, I have the closest to me. So imagine his wife is nagging him. He's being Godzilla. Groomzilla, yeah. Sorry, the one in blue. This blue one is a sled and like a garland for a fireplace. This one is, come on, a Christmas tree. And the other ones are presents and 2 balloons. So I don't know which one you meant. Will you please put a link to the Bakey Cat store so we can find them and buy those mini slimline nesting dies when they become available? Teresa, let me be clear. Just so you all know, the mini slimline base set, I sold that design to KS Craft Store. So that one you can buy in the KS Craft Store. All the items that I design and sell to whatever seller will fit on that one particular die set. So yeah, all my base dies, if it's a normal slimline or a mini slimline, are sold by KS Craft. And these are going to be sold by BakeyCat. I can give you guys a link, but then you have to give me a few seconds. So I have to turn my program into English, else you will get the Dutch link. And then you will say to me, well, I can't read it because it's all in Dutch. So, oh, now it skips back to Dutch and I don't know why. Oh, yeah. Now I will get the English link. Let me copy and paste, copy and paste. So, oh, why doesn't it? Come on, work with me. Copy and paste. So this, the link that I now put in, is the direct link to BakeyCat Store, where you can see all my dice. If you look on a desktop computer, if you look on your phone, it will not work like that. But just so you know, that's the link to BakeyCat Store. I'm trying to keep up with all of you. Hi, Eileen. Hi. I'm trying to keep up. Yes, the presents with the balloon. That top looks like a carousel top. Yeah, that's right. But yeah, it's presents. Thank you for showing us. You're more than welcome. I purchased her mini base slimline on the Amazon, though. KS Craft. Yeah. So all the base sets are sold by KS Craft. And it can happen that some other sellers buy a certain design. But if it's a design made by me, you're 100% sure that it fits on that base set that KS Craft sells. Then I designed 2 new background dies, especially for the new mini slimline dies. So these are the ones that I designed, and I made them like chicken wire, a little bigger one and smaller ones. And I thought that was funny because you can cut them separate and use them like a bag layer or however you want to use them, of course. But these 2 will also be sold at BakeyCat. I got it. Get the base die from KS Craft and wait for the ones that will become available. Thank you. You're more than welcome, Teresa. I ordered the mini slimline base and the envelope set. I can't wait to get them. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, I'm waiting for a few dice as well. And I know what it is when you're waiting for a certain set to come in. And then, last but not least, I designed one new journaling page. And I don't know if you guys remember them. I don't think I have the back right here. Then I have to search for it. But on my Instagram, you'll find a memory dex die that looks like a shopping bag. And on there was a phone. But that phone I designed 2-3 years ago and was not for sale anymore on AliExpress. And everybody was asking me for the phone. But the problem is that sometimes, sorry, I have to adjust my camera a little bit. Sometimes the problem is that sellers won't take just that design. They want more. And then I have to put that item inside another die. So what I did is I put the phone, so the vintage phone or retro phone or however you want to call it, I put it inside here. And this is the phone that I used on one of those bags. And let me see if I can show you the picture, because then I can also show you the picture of the glasses shop. And then you have an idea, because I know some of you don't have Instagram. Wait a minute, and I'm going to search in my Instagram so I can give you a good idea. So this let me see if I can make the picture bigger. Come on. Come on, why don't you work with me? Oh, see, he doesn't want to cooperate. See, this was one of the pictures that I shared, and this is the phone that everybody was raving about. So this is the phone that you see on the back that I used here. So it will be in this die set. I know it's annoying that it's inside of another die set, but yeah, sometimes sellers won't take just a design like that, and then I have to do it like this in order for me to make it possible for you to buy it. So it's not always fun to do it like this, because I think why not buying only the phone? But yeah, and now I'm looking for the eyeglasses shop so I could show you those pictures, but Instagram won't allow me to blow up the picture, so I have to see if I can find the picture on my phone and I can show it to you guys. But I made it a while ago, and so I have to go swiping on my phone to find the cards. I can find it in a second on Instagram, but not on my phone. Come on, where are you? I know you're there. Oh, it's always a struggle. And oh yeah, see, here is the card. See, this is the card. So the card that I showed you here, let me take it. So these, come on, Nicole, you can do. You have two hands. These are the base for this card that I designed. And you see those shells? People ask me, how did you make them? So those shells, those are the tiny items that I put in here. So you could make the shells yourself. So this is the glasses shop card. And the only thing you have to cut yourself is this long strip to make it into a shop. I know I'm missing a few items because I also designed the cash register. So I think he only sent me half of the die set, but that I have to see when he puts them in a store, then I can check those details. I can't check them right now. So that's the problem. Yeah, see, it was a card. Everybody was telling me, "Oh, Nicole, you have to make that into a die set." And yeah, that's why. Oh, sorry, that's why I made it into a die set. But this is something I created myself, and the brand names I put on there with just an alphabet set I had on hand. So, and I know the spectacles or glasses, however you want to call them, those are dies you can find all over AliExpress. I designed a set of glasses about 2 years ago, but I know that the design was stolen and copied many times and sold by God knows how many sellers. But yeah, I have to wait and see if the other part that I sent him for this card comes separately or in a set that he just sent me half of the die set. So yeah, I can't tell that right now. I have to wait and see. Do the glasses? No, Rita, the glasses don't come with it. But if you go to AliExpress and type in glasses dies, you will find plenty of them, because I made them, but the design was stolen by other sellers and sold by other sellers. And I think the seller who I sold it to doesn't sell that glasses set anymore, just because the design was stolen. So, but if you go to AliExpress, you for sure will find them. Oh my God, I love those backgrounds. Super fun. Thank you, Teresa. Yeah, so these were the dies that I wanted to show you. Yeah, I can't tell you when they will be ready, but if they are ready, I for sure will let you guys know. But yeah, I was so happy to get those items in for the seed packages, because I told you wait and until they are ready. But I can't wait to cut the soil borders. I think those will look amazing. Let me see if I can find some brown paper. Then I can cut them out and I can show it to you. That would be fun. So if you want to give me a few seconds, I will see if I can cut them out.
That's okay.
Yeah. Ben is making like, oh, how do you call that? Something we didn't eat a long time, but the whole house is smelling like roasted beef or something like that. It smells so nice in here. And we both have to contain ourselves to not already go downstairs and devour everything. And he told me I need to go and watch the meat. So Steffi, I have to go. Thank you. You're welcome, Steffi. And I love all the details and thought you put into your dice. It's probably why I keep on reaching for them whenever I go to create art. That's such a nice compliment. Thank you so much. Can you sell the same designs to more than one seller? No, May. I only sell one design to one seller. And that's the reason I do it is because the sellers pay me. And I don't want them to be in a selling war. Oh, well, let me make mine 10 cents cheaper, and then the other one makes it 20 cents cheaper. And then they go into a selling war, and I don't want that. I think if the sellers are trusting me and willing to invest in my designs, I need to be nice and sell only one design to one seller. That's the best way to do it, I think, for everybody. We all have to eat and we all have to pay our bills. And yeah, I don't want to have them having a bidding war or something like that. No, it's not haché, but it's in Dutch we call it draadjesvlees. So I don't know what the English name for it is, but yeah, Ben is making draadjesvlees. So the Dutch people and Belgian people will know what I mean. I know it's a funny word maybe, but to us, when we say that word, everybody in the Netherlands will know what you're eating. Yeah, it's almost dinner time here, so I'm sorry, Annalisa. It's a nice name, by the way, Annalisa. I never heard of that name. That's a nice name. I will be over soon, Lol. You're more than welcome, Rita. Just got loads of your dice this morning. Oh, that's cool. And the truck. Oh, Gail, I was telling Ben that his truck sold so good. And he was like this, like a little kid. So thank you for buying the truck. I want to see the ground. Oh, sorry. See? I get distracted. I'm sorry, you guys. Then I need to find some brown paper. Let me see if I have some brown paper on hand. I think I will use craft cardstock. That way you will be able to see it very clearly. Let me die cut them and show them to you. You are right. I always get distracted. It's when I craft too. I get distracted too. And then I think, what the hell was I doing? So, but that's me. I'm sorry. And I'm curious to see if you can see it when I just die cut them or that I also need to emboss them. So let me see what I need to do. It's the first time I did a die like this, so I'm ever so curious too. Okay, now I didn't emboss them, but even when I did not emboss them, you can see them very clearly. I don't know if the camera picks this up, but now they are very faint. You see? There are little tiny details. Let me do it differently. Let me put them back inside of the die. And let me see if I can emboss these and make these pop up a little bit better. So now I have to can do it in a different way. Nicole, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
I don't know. I don't know, sweetie. I don't know. I'm struggling a bit. Yeah. This is the best way. Okay, now I have to put it. I'm such a nerd, really. I make a wrong sandwich here. I know I'm doing something wrong. See? It's because I'm just so enthusiastic. Oh, no, I can't figure out my plates. Come on, Nicole, you can do this. I'm struggling. Yeah, finally. I hope they didn't shift. Ta-da! Oh, come on, camera. Do me a favor. See? Yeah, it shifted a little bit, but this is what you get when you die cut them and emboss them. So like little bumps and lumps into the soil. The other one is also a little bit shifted, but I think you will see how the soil looks. And if you did this in brown paper and colored it a little bit. So yeah, that's what those holes in the dies will do when you emboss them. If you just die cut them, they will be visible, but not as good as you run it through tries with your, how do I say that? Embossing pad. I have the thicker embossing pad. So yeah, they will be visible. Slowly. Slow braised beef. Yeah, that's what we are making. Yeah. Hi, Ben. Long time no say. Yeah, I know Anita, but you know Ben, he's a little of a shy guy. You're funny, Nicole. Thank you, Michelle. What other dice go with the dirt? Oh, I came in late. Okay. The other dice that come with the dirt are the Topiary Trees. So this is one of the Topiary Trees. And this is one of the Topiary Trees. And I made, how do you call that? A planter and a handle that can go on top of the planter. See, this handle can go on top of here. The planter has embossing lines in them. I made a few flowers so you could dress up your topiary trees. Some words. And a garden fence. And the other sets are the sets with the vegetables. But yeah, I have to wait until the seller puts them in the store. And I made a teeny tiny set with gardening tools. So if you want to put gardening tools on those seed pockets, pouches, whatever, you can, because I made a teeny tiny set that goes with it. Hi, Salty Beach. Hi. Love that the new Andes dies, especially the seahorse and the crab. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I had such a fun designing them, but I also, how do I say that? Put out a few swear words when I was working on them because they would not cooperate with me. Hi, Kirsten. I'm new on Dye channel. Okay, so cute. I love it. It's perfect to go with our spring and garden cards. Yeah, but please know these are tiny. And I did that on purpose so they fit onto those seed pockets. And yeah, I made them especially for them. Of course, you can use them on cards and little tags, and I will use them for that purpose too. But sorry for the handy-made mistake. No problem, Kirsten. Who is the seller? Kathy, these will be sold by Bakey Cat store, but the problem is that the seller didn't put them in his store yet. So I have to wait until he did, but I was so excited. I knew for a week that I would get them in, even 9 days. I nagged him 9 days to put them in his store, and he kept on postponing putting them in his store. So, yeah, I was so frustrated, and I had something like, I'm so excited to show you what I had in mind for those seed pockets that I couldn't wait to do this live stream. But I will do a normal video as soon as he puts them in his store. Maybe when you keep an eye on the store yourself, you will find them sooner than me. But yeah, until this moment, they are not in his store yet. Loving these garden guys. I will need to rewatch since I'm coming in late. No problem, Salty Beach. What is seller for the vegetables and tools? Belinda, that would be Bakey Cat. I will give you guys the link again. So please put this seller in your favorite stores that you can follow it, and then you can keep updated when he puts them in his store. I have to wait until he does. I for sure wished I could give you guys the links, but yeah, he made me wait for 9 days now. So I hope he isn't going on his honeymoon, lol. It will take even longer. May, as I know he has staff members, and I think, but that's something I don't know for sure, those members will attend his wedding and then go back to work and put them in his store. I think that will be the case, but I have to wait and see, just like all of you guys. I can't predict when they will be in his store. I was hoping that he did it by now, because 3 days ago he told me, well, tomorrow they will be in. I say, you're sure? Yeah, I'm sure. And they're still not in. So yeah, it's sometimes frustrating. I'm back. What's YouTube doing? Sorry, I don't know, Laura. I don't know. You are so talented when you have most everything you need in crafting goods to find someone that's doing something other than the norm. Ah, thank you. Yeah, I want to be. I think that's something I had my whole life. I'm always trying to do things different than other people do them. And maybe that's because I'm a little bit of a stubborn person and I don't want to go with what everybody else does. To give you guys an example, and it always makes me laugh. You know, I ask you a lot of times for ideas. And the funny thing is, when somebody of you, and I'm not going to call any names, and I'm not mad or upset or whatever, I just find it very funny, because if somebody, for instance, makes a vase, I just say a word that's on top of my head. I know for sure if that vase is pretty and dressed up pretty, the next day or even the same day, I will get an email from somebody, Nicole, I know what you can make. Make a vase. And it's so funny. There was a lady who made a rolling pin, and that rolling pin was an SVG file from the Dreaming Tree. But I saw the video, and within the hour, I got an email, Nicole, could you design a rolling pin? And then I had something like, why ask me to design a rolling pin? It's already out there by the one that that person made. I know that you maybe like my style, but I always try to look for doing things different or make other things than other people did. I don't, in Dutch, we have a saying for that. I don't want to be in his, and now I have to translate it in English, into his boat water. So when you float with a boat, it gives the wrinkles in the water, and when you follow or copy people, you go into the same boat water. But I don't want to do that. I want to go left or right or do things different. That's my personality. And yeah, I think maybe it's a good thing, maybe it's a bad thing, but I leave that up to you guys. You're unique and be yourself. Yeah, I try to be as unique as I possibly can. And I don't mind that you ask me to make one. I can understand, but my Dutch brain then says, why ask me when you can already buy one from somebody else?
Because it's not from Nicole.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Ben. Ben told me because it's not made by Nicole. But yeah, I don't want to be arrogant and think that mine would be better. Why? Mine won't be better. I think the one he made was perfect. I think I couldn't do a better job than he did. But that's my idea. I understand exactly what you're saying. I've seen so many designers making the same dies. Yeah, yeah. And that was something that was frustrating for me too, because then I tried to buy dice that were different, but they weren't out there. Everybody followed what other persons did. And I don't want to do that. I want to come up with my own ideas. And maybe that's a bad thing. I don't know. I leave that the judgment up to you guys. We call in the UK copying others jumping on someone's bandwagon. Yeah. Do you know the saying that the UK used drawing blood from a stone? I found that a few weeks ago when I was looking at TV, and that was something that was stuck in my mind. I thought that was a good saying. I never heard of it. You don't swim in the tide, my lovely, and neither do I. Yeah, yeah. When I was young, my mother always dressed me up in pretty clothing, and I had something like, give me an old sweater and an old pants because then I don't have to worry my clothing gets dirty. I always wanted things different than the norm or than other people did it. Yeah, and my mother calls me stubborn for it. I know. Jumping on a bandwagon or following in someone's wake. Okay, see, we all have such fun ways to have sayings, and yeah, I had a good time. Got to go. Bye, Rita. Have a nice day. Your own ideas are always better. Well, I think some other people can do a better job than I do at certain points because I can't make cute critters. But, well, we all have our talents. Some people are good at singing. I can't sing. Trust me, you don't want to be in my car with me singing. You need earplugs. And I wished I could sing, but I can't. So I only can look at others that can sing and think, oh, um, something that could make me really jealous is people who can draw like faces and stuff like that that are just like a photograph. Oh, that something makes me jealous. Oh, because I can't even draw a cat or let's say I can't draw by hand. I need a computer to be able to draw. Doing some shopping while watching you. Just saw the 3D hot air balloon. Oh my. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Patty, you can make a can you make a vase 3D? I made one. I have to look it up, but I made one. Don't doubt yourself, Nicole. I won't, Ingrid. I'm a very simple person. I am what I am. You like me or you don't like me. And you don't have to like me. I won't force you to like me. If you don't like me, that's fine. I can't change myself. Not after 46 years.
You're so old.
Yeah, I'm so old, Ben. Are you so old? It was Ben. What's Ben? He is 15 years older than me. He always calls me youngster. I think maybe people just want to shop at one or two or favorite stores. Yeah, whenever I'm looking for something specific, I always check my favorite sellers first because I know I can trust them. Yeah, that's true, Teresa. I feel you, Nicole. Oh, thank you. Can you please make a 3D face? Patty, I have to look it up. I made one, but I have to look it up because I made it years ago. And if I find it, I will prettify it, if that's even a word. I don't know. when I do care if people don't like. And I don't care if people don't like me. I'm now 60. Yeah, Ingrid, I have to be honest. It gets a little bit to me. I just want to be everybody's friend, but I know that's not possible. And yeah, I try to do good for everybody. Silly Ben, yeah, you can say that. Yeah, no, no, no. Please don't ever change. We love you just the way you are. Nicole, are there seed dice in the garden set? Seed dice. What do you mean with seed dice? Like the teeny tiny specks? No, no. I didn't make tiny specks that resemble seeds because they would be so tiny. And I think when you look through your dice, you will find dice like backgrounds that the waste material can be used as seeds, something like that. But no, I did not make the seeds in itself. No, that's something I didn't do. It used to get me too, but as we go older, you know, you can't please everybody. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah, Patty, I saw your I saw your wish. Don't worry. Sometimes people just get yeah, yeah, that's true, Michelle. Yeah. I'm 46 next week too, my lovely. I love to sketch. It's how I express myself. See, I wished I could. I wished. Don't ever change, Nicole. You are so talented and gifted. It's why the crafting community keeps coming back for more of your dice. Ah, thank you. Please stop that because it always makes me shy. I'm 34. It's not that I don't uh, let me say it like this, I can't handle such sweet compliments, then I always become shy. But it's not that I don't appreciate them. Let me be clear on that. Yeah, I'm 34 and going gray, decided to embrace and not, yeah, yeah. I never wear makeup because my skin can't handle it. So I always have a bare face. I will never ever wear makeup. The only time I wore makeup was on my wedding day. And yeah, it's not my thing. I can't, yeah, I can't wear it. I will get rashes and itchiness and stuff like that. So I embraced my naked old skin. Yeah. Okay, please make a dolphin. Okay, a dolphin. Oh, I made one. I made a dolphin. That will be ready soon. I made one. And I made a stingray and I made a whale. So, yeah, I like to think even adults have no idea what they are doing. At least I am. Yeah. How about the dice that has words such as flower, basil, or others that can be packaged? Yeah, Heather, but the problem is there are so many different kinds of seeds. I wouldn't know to make a pick out of what the ones I would do or don't do. Come on, Nicole, you can explain what you mean. Um, because there are so many words, there will always be a word that somebody else wants to have. And when I, for instance, make 12 words, then people say, well, but then I want to have an eggplant word and a carrot word. And then I get those questions. And I know sellers aren't eager to produce word dice. For instance, I designed a set, this set, and these have the months of the years in Dutch. So November, December, we write them the same way, but these are in Dutch. I asked the seller if he was willing to produce them, but the problem is that they won't buy the design from me and then sell them because in Dutch there is just too little ask for dice like this. But a lady friend of mine wanted one, and so I ordered one for her, one for me, and one I have one extra that goes to another lady. But yeah, sometimes I have words, and the benefit of making or designing dice is that sometimes you have the benefit of having a set that you wanted very bad yourself. But yeah, it's always a struggle. I like purple eyeliner. Oh, that's cool. I wished I could do eyeliner and those wings at the end. I always think that's nice how people do that, but then I need to go and practice. Yeah, have a great time, Michelle, and thank you for joining me. Asparagus, lol. Yeah. I know what you mean, Ingrid. We both look beautiful. All of us are here and we make cards. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think that's true. The herbs with plants to match might work. Yeah, that's a great idea, Gail. But I will have to ask the seller if he would be interested. That's too bad, Nicole. Larger months will be nice. Yeah, I know, Heather. But not enough demand. Yeah, this is what Laura says. There's not too much demand for it. And when I make too many dice that aren't selling great, then sellers won't take my designs anymore. And then I can't make what you guys requested, and so on and so on. So it's always hard to pick. For instance, El Friday, she asked me to design a record die in a sleeve, and I had something like, what do I have to do with a record die in a sleeve? I didn't see the potential. And I designed it, and I didn't know what happened to me because I had to order 4 times more of those sets. I designed a set with house cleaning dice that I personally would love, but I still have 12 left from the first 50 I ordered. So I can't predict what will sell and will not sell. And that's always tricky to find out. Nicole, have you ever thought about designing a stamp set to go with your dice? Yeah, I do design stamp sets, but the problem is that how do I explain that? If you design a die set, the minimal order amount that sellers request is 50. But stamps are made in a different factory, and those factory demand that if you want one stamp set and that's 11 by 16 centimeters, then you have to order at least 250 stamp sets in order for them to be willing to produce it. So the struggle is that it's not that I can't design a stamp set, but the sellers have to take more stamp sets or order more stamp sets and then hoping they will sell them all 250. And that's the problem with stamp sets. Die sets, you can order a lower amount, but stamp sets, you have to order 5 times as much before they even want to produce a stamp set. And that's the problem. I wanted to design a stamp set and sell it myself, but I'm not sure that I will sell 250 stamp sets. So I'm not going to take the risk. Then my money will be stuck in it and I can't put it in something else. And yeah, that's always a little struggle, what to design and will it sell and how many would I sell and would people like it and would there be enough people that like it and would spend their money on it. It's always... Sometimes I design dice because you guys requested, and some don't sell, and some sell so good that I had something like, for instance, a bow set. I designed a bow set, and the first time I designed a bow set, I had something like, if I go on AliExpress, there are 50, 60, 70 different bow sets. Who am I to design a bow set and that will sell? But the seller told me, listen, Nicole, no problem, design one, we will see. So I designed one and it sold so good that I had something like, okay, why on earth does somebody need 18 different bow sets in his, how do you say that? See, I'm too enthusiastic and then I can't speak. It's so hard to predict upfront what will sell and what will not sell. So I always go about what I feel, how I feel about a die set, how the sellers think of it, and what I see that is sold on AliExpress. And then I have to cross my fingers. That's the same with the two animals that I designed. I'm hoping to that they will sell well, but I can't tell. I can't know and I can't tell. Yeah. In his storage, yeah, in his stash. See, that was what I was looking for. Yeah. My daughter is an illustrator. She's digital draws and colors her own. For Sonia, someday I would love to have our own stamp and die with her stuff. Someday. I'm new to all of this stuff. Yeah, I can imagine, Shelly. But trust me, when I started this designing for AliExpress sellers, I started, uh, I think now 3 years ago. Yeah, 3 or 3.5 years ago, something like that, right, Ben?
Yeah.
And I started because I already did it for Dutch brands, but they only paid me a little bit of money. And I had something like, okay, I don't have to get rich of it because I'm not getting rich of it, but this I got something like 5 cents per sold die, so that's not a lot. And then I had something like, I was on AliExpress, saw that they stole so many dies from brands, and then I contacted a few sellers and asked them, listen, I'm Nicole, I design dies for these brands. I could design some for you. Could we do work together? And that's how it started it. But I had to prove that I made designs for other brands and that I had a little bit of a reputation, if you know what I mean. And yes, this works better for me because now I earn a little bit more money than when I would design for a brand. So yeah. And I think the biggest benefit is that you can buy them cheaper. And that's something I like a lot too. Yikes, that's a big difference. Makes sense. Maybe someday you will have your own shop. Well, Teresa, I'm not looking forward to having an own shop because that will bring way more responsibilities, things I need to do, because then I have to take on the orders, package them, make sure everybody gets their packages. It gives me so much more work, and the biggest downside is if I ship items from the Netherlands to anywhere in the world, you have to pay way more shipping costs than you now pay on AliExpress. So in order for me to be able to do what I like, making designs, to give you guys what you like, and make it possible for you to be able to buy them as cheap as possible, yeah, I think this is the best way. And it saves me a lot of headache worrying about going to the post office and having time to make new designs and having time to promote them, having time to make samples or test my dummies out. I don't know if you saw the video of yesterday that I made a stupid mistake in my teapot die, but those things I wouldn't have time. I do not have even time now to make all samples. That's why I told the sellers, if you want to have samples for all the designs that I make sure you send them out to other YouTube ladies who have that time and who like to make those samples and receive the dies for free. So yeah, this for me works better. Lol, I don't know why someone needs that many bow sets, but myself, I have different sets. Yeah, I didn't know either, but it was such a surprise that they sold so great. Um, there is also a possibility for a digital stamp, maybe, Nicole. Yeah, Laura, I tried with a digital stamp set, but that doesn't work. No, no. Bye for now. Bye, Heather. Have a nice day. After some thought, I think you would sold a lot more than 250 with the cleaning set. I think more than just dice. It was an awesome dice set. Yeah, I thought so too, but no, I only sold 40 around that number. So that's not a lot. It was hilarious. Yeah. I'm listening to your advice. Might take us a couple of years to figure it out. It might overwhelm her to turn hobby into work. Thank you. Thank you. My girl's name is Nicole too. Oh, that's great. See, it's all in the name. Yeah, it will take you some years. People need to get to know you, know what your values are, know what your style is. And I think if you work on it slowly, I do this now for almost 16 years. Yeah, about 16 years. And I don't get bored of it. I love what I do. I really love what I do. I don't know if it's us just starting, but just Casecraft has dice on Amazon. They sell out in hours once they get out there on Amazon. Gail, yeah, I I can't be more excited that he sells them so fast because that makes it possible for me to keep doing what I do. And yeah, I know he will make a lot more money on the dice than I do. But he also sometimes takes on designs and doesn't earn anything from it. So he has to, the profit he makes on one set, he has to fill it the gap that he loses on another set. So yeah, he is always nice to me. They are both sweethearts, Adam and Hannah. And yeah, I couldn't be more lucky to, uh, how do I say that? I feel humble that uh, that they chose me to make their designs. Yeah, it's humbling. Yeah, yeah. Is there a YouTuber that shows how to put your 3D dice together? Yeah, Kathy, my sweet friend Tracy Farr. Her YouTube channel is, I believe, by Far Studios. She makes or puts all my 3D designs together. So you can look there. You are inspiring. Thank you, Shelley. Thank you so much. Okay, now I'm now I feel old. Okay, forget your own shop. Keep on doing the way you do it so we can keep on chatting like we do now. Yeah, I think that's fun. And this gives me the time to do stuff like that because sometimes when I open my eyes, I'm behind my computer, and then later in the evening, Ben says, "Are you coming downstairs or not? Because you're almost glued to your chair." And then I I say, "Yeah, I know, but it doesn't feel like a job." Eh?
And your dinner gets cold.
And my dinner gets cold. Yeah. That's great, Kathy. Thank you. Yeah. She does the tutorials in such a great way. Oh, I'm so happy. Hi, Paula. Hi, sweetie. Yeah. So take a look on her channel. She made a lot of the designs that I made into a tutorial, and she does a brilliant job. Balance is important. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Sweet people, I'm not going to bore you any longer. I will let you guys know when it's in a shop. I hope soon, but else send him a message and tell him we saw all the new dice and when are they coming into a shop. Maybe that helps when he gets overwhelmed with questions, because now I'm the only wife that's nagging. If you know what I mean, or wife, woman. Yeah, so I'm not bored, but I'm always afraid that I bore people with my just chatting. I always like to show you exciting new things and tell you what happened, and those kind of stories make me come on live. We love you. Having a beautiful evening. Yeah, have a beautiful evening. I'm going to enjoy my draadjesvlees. I know it's a Dutch word, but I don't. Yeah, I read the English word, but yeah. We have a great day. Thank you for joining me, and I will let you guys know when dice are in his shop. But no, they are ready. So hopefully soon. Pray with me. Bye bye to all of you. Bye.